welcome back to the studio. Here with me now is Danica and Maragret. Thank you so much for coming in today, ladies.
Thanks Whitney.
Danica is a member of the board with the Saskatchewan Writers Guild. Maragret, you're a local writer for the Vermilion Voice and also a columnist, but then also a local writer with Writers Inc., which is a local writing group in town, right?
That's correct. I'm actually the treasurer of Writers Inc.
Oh, excellent. Let's just kick this off a little bit and start talking about what the Saskatchewan Writers Guild is.
The Saskatchewan Writers Guild is a provincial organization made up of writers from all across Saskatchewan and beyond the borders of Saskatchewan. Our membership is probably broken up between about a third in Saskatoon, a third in Regina, and then a third throughout the rest of the province. So it's not just a hub-centered organization. It's an organization that supports writers at any level of their writing career.
Let's talk a little bit about the local writing group then, Writers Inc., and how they are able to use the Saskatchewan Writers Guild. Is that something you guys do?
We do. We have a unique situation in Lloydminster.
Right, as usual.
Whitney, because of course most of us belong to the Saskatchewan Writers Guild, but also have the advantage of the Alberta Writers Guild. So with the Saskatchewan Writers Guild, it's a very active organization. Primarily, we can use the resources that are available to us through the Guild. There are readings all over the place. We can invite guest authors to treat us to a professional read or a semi-professional read, or engage them with various activities to do with writing in Lloydminster. Writers Inc. hasn't been around for too many years. Some will remember it as the Lloyd Scribes, started about, I think, in conjunction with Arts Without Borders about 4 years ago. And we've changed the name to more to the present membership's comfortability. And I guess the Writers Guild, primarily, when I think of the Writers Guild, the first thing I think of is other voices, because I think voices with writers is very, very unique and interesting and important for writers to hear of each other's voices as they're presented in the fine art of writing.
Let's talk about that, the writer as sort of a solitary worker. How does the Saskatchewan Writers Guild sort of get around that, I guess, and try to bring all of these, maybe primarily solitary people together and working in a group?
Well, a lot of our activities and a lot of our programs do just that. We have colonies and retreats that will bring writers together for either facilitated learning or just quiet time where they can spend their days writing and then their evenings socializing. We have a fall conference every year, and it rotates between Saskatoon and Regina, where writers gather for professional development, both in the art and craft and writing and the business side of writing. And then there's always a lot of socializing and sharing. And it's really a wonderful group of people who will support writers at any level and any genre. We have poets and we have nonfiction writers and everywhere in between.
Let's talk a little bit about how the Saskatchewan Writers Guild is funded. Who pays for this? Is this the writers always paying for their own retreats and stuff, or is there scholarships that you can apply for as well?
Well, the Writers Guild itself is sponsored by, there are some grant funding, there's lottery money, there are the membership fees, there are scholarships for some of the activities. Some of the activities are paid for writers by the Guild and by the grant money that we get. There are activities for any level of writer, right from young people who are students. We have some new programming for Aboriginal writers that's really exciting.
Lots going on.
There's lots going on.
Always
lots going on. Always new things. We're always pleased to help get the word out that there are so many writers. I have a collection of books in my own home that's about this big, and it's all Saskatchewan writers, all members of the Guild.
Cool.
And our writers are award-winning writers. We also have award programs in the Guild where we give awards to writers at all levels of their career, just to keep encouraging people to continue to write and to continue to grow, and to celebrate our most decorated writers, I suppose.
That's a good point. And why do you think it's important to celebrate, like you said, or maybe encourage local writers?
I think it's just art helps make our society better, and writing is a wonderful art. And if we can encourage people to continue to create and share that beauty in poetry, in prose, in novels, it just makes society better. And Lloydminster is one of those places that, as it grows, it is becoming a more cultural place to be, and there's always more to engage people's imaginations and their spirit with this kind of wonderful beauty.
Thank you so much for coming in today, ladies. This has been a very enlightening conversation. I feel like I should go home and write a novel or something.
Start writing today.
Thank you, I will. This has been our conversation with Danica and Maragret. Danica is with the Saskatchewan Writers Guild, and Maragret is a member of the local writing group, Writers Inc.